Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of my 5D Secret Garden, where we are currently and rapidly revealing many secrets. And the one secret that I have is I had a download. So last night I had a dream that my ex-wife was sitting in my bed with me. I knew that she was, somebody was outside. And then when I was told her to leave, I told her that I call my power and my energy back. I was like basically chasing her out the door saying, I call my power and my energy back. I call my power and my energy. And then I seen her current husband was in a van where I looked into it, and he had his head down, and basically what that represented to me was a karmic masculine and a karmic feminine energy that work through those two people. Now these are people that I remember, collective energies also, like these karmic energies. Like karmic feminine energy is going to carry itself through many people. Same thing with karmic masculine people. It's just what it is. But for them being in the dream, being in that vivid, and then me saying stuff, I was talking about doing these videos, and it was just all in a dream. It was too crazy that I was able to do that. So what I feel is that they tried to astral travel, thinking they were going to trick me astrally, but all I did was chase them off. So that to me was a win. So nothing came of that for them. It wasn't like they got anything out of that, except me now getting more downloads. So what it is that it's the like the Empress in reverse energy, the karmic feminine energy is putting up divine masculine energy to do this stuff in the promises of getting all the energy. See, what it is the divine masculine resents the divine feminine because they could create. So they feel like they want more. So the karmic feminine, the Empress reverse, gets in the DM's ear and says, listen, there's a way that we could get it to where you could have all the energy. You could be the one who creates and the one. Like you could have both the energies, the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy. And you'll be like, that's what these karmic feminine people tell our DMs that. Okay? And then our DMs then become brainwashed by that and feel like that is what is important, instead of realizing that can never do that. And what they're doing is heinous. Okay? They're over there, these people, they're stealing energy by doing videos because it gives them our energy through cyberly. You know what I mean? It gets to that point where we become so desperate to know what's going on with them that we're willing to watch videos of divine masculines making it just to hear. They're just telling us bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're just telling us bullshit. They're just taking the energy. That's all it is, and they're giving it to the karmic feminine through that. So that is why I'm here to expose them. And when I say expose them, doesn't mean I want to go on this like wild goose. I don't give two fucks about them. I don't even watch none of their shit no more. So what I know is that without our energy being on them, they are going to be unable to. They're not going to get what they thought they were going to get. Which was our energy. So let's see what's going on here, because we know we took our energy back. Said it in the dream too. Even did it in the dream state. Knight of Cups in reverse. Moodiness, disappointment, overactive imagination, jealousy. Exactly what the divine masculine is. It's a jealous person, a disappointment, divine disappointment, because of their ego and their willingness to throw the divine masculine energy under the bus with the promises of like fame, the promise of having all the energy, the promises of being like a hero, all this bullshit. But all that really they're doing is making themselves look bad, they're putting themselves in bad health, and they're doing this to appease a person who's a karmic feminine, basically a witch. They're doing this to appease a witch, and are getting nothing out of it but loss. And at the end of the day, are getting played because they're attacking the person that they're supposed to be loving and protecting. You're supposed to be protecting us, not hurting us. And this is why the divine feminine energy has been down for so long. It's a collective energy. You must understand that. So collectively, all of us have been held down somehow, or targeted, or hurt, or put into a situation where, you know, we love somebody and they broke our heart, and, you know, it's just, but we all have these soul connections, and we all have these karmic energies that, you know, go through other people collectively, like the masculines, the karmic masculines. Like, these energies they're very real, and that's what it is. You got to look at it as energy. So 10 of Cups in reverse. So now I know exactly what's going on over there. There's a moody person, there's shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misaligned values, struggling relationships. So that has to be 100% be like karmic feminine, who's my, you know, ex-wife's husband, and then perhaps her. I don't look at her as divine masculine, maybe at one time, maybe, but I just look at her as a karmic masculine now. But I know that things ain't going the way they were if they're coming into dreams and I'm chasing them out. All right. The way I look at this is that with the DM situation, it is them sitting there now with their shattered dreams, the dreams of having that fame and having everything and being this, you know, superhero, divine feminine, divine masculine person, you know, at our expense, mind you, with the help of a karmic feminine. You know, it was just like, if you allow the devil to, it's the same exact thing that Eve did. You got us jammed up by listening to the devil. Okay? I didn't tell you to do none of this stuff. All I did was do the right thing by you and show you love. Okay? So and then not just leaving me, but attacking me after that too. Getting in my energy, making me, you know, act out of character at times, all different types of nonsense. And then punishing me for it. Projecting on me and then punishing for my reactions, for me reacting the way to your projections. It's really a genius thing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even mad. It's genius because of the point that it's so impossible to, how possibly could a person overcome this? I think the only way is with the help of God. That's why people will learn just how real God is now. They're going to say, well, you know, these people knew stuff that we didn't know. Purposely. So, with the main focus of taking the divine feminine energy so they could create by themselves. The divine feminine energy creates. I am creating this ending where we get everything back that was ever taken from us. We're going to bring down these masculines, these DM divine masculine readers that are taking our energy, that are being put up to it by karmic feminists, and we're going to knock all that down. That is one of the ways they're stealing divine energy. That's one of the ways through these videos. And the only way to fight fire is to come now and be the person who, it's like you're over here being a rat, you know, and it's like with Joey Merlino going, he's an actual, like, not a rat. You know what I mean? They're making videos like mafia rats. And then the guy that's not a rat comes and starts making videos. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm looking at it from the point of view is that these divine masculines, they're a bunch of rats, you know, catering to our desires, knowing that their desire is them, and doing it in such a way where they're, you know, alienating other readers that perhaps were divine. Like they'll say, oh, this one's karmic. They'll start calling me out. They'll start saying stuff if they get wind of it or if they know, but they will, because the energy travels. I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. I'm speaking it into existence. So we create, and I'm creating an ending now because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I'm just happy that I learn every day. So that's what tells me everything I need to know, is that I don't know, I don't have to prepare. I'm always going to get the information through astrally or whatever. So we got this 10 of Cups in reverse and this Knight of Cups in reverse. So there's, a lot of no love over there. This is a no love situation where our DM is right now. Nobody's happy because now they know that they're caught. I caught them. I caught you, Australia. Why did I catch you? Because I'm a magician. That's why. I manifested that to happen. Because I know that the only way for this to work would be for me to expose you, leading to the downfall of the other karmic energies. So it's like you have to be a sacrifice for now. And hopefully these divine masculines see the error of their ways. And, stupid call, and do the right thing. There's still time to do the right thing, DMs. There's still time. Remember, we're the magician, and you're sitting there in a Knight of Cups, reverse 10 of Cups energy, while we're in magician energy. Oh, it's not fair, right? It's not fair. It's not fair now. You're not supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be. You're supposed to be miserable. I live off your misery. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Because of the lack of long-term vision, limited success or rewards, work without results, distractions. This is all that this DM got from this karmic feminine promised. Oh, go do this to get your, twin flame. This is how they would reel in twin flame energy. I'll tell you exactly what they did. They manifested me there into their life because they manifested their twin flame. They were doing this before I even knew them, my DM. So we ended up, interacting. They must have known somehow or another. I started to realize that, which, why would I, there's nothing about this stuff. I wouldn't know anything about this stuff at the time. Be able to do this stuff now and just become all spiritual after meeting that person. So that's when I was like, wow, something's going on here. Why am I like this? So I did a lot of work and looking into it. And I came to the conclusion that this person, they manifested this for me to do that. It was all manifested because I wasn't able to, my energy created. They were doing it through my energy. So basically I learned they were doing these videos, and then it became to the point where then I got stuck on the videos a little bit. So I'm like, thinking, if they're making videos, then it must be good, but they had a lack of long-term vision there. They thought that was going to last forever, that we would never figure it out. Your lack of long-term vision is why you are in the 7 of Pentacles in reverse energy. Lack of long-term vision, limited success or rewards, limited success, working without results. You're getting nothing out of this. You're not getting our energy. You're losing. Remember that. That's why you're at 10 of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups, and we're a magician. And you're sitting in the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It's tough, right? Tell me I'm wrong. I don't care. Make videos and say I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong. So, who's going to come out of this? Who's going to help us? None other than the King of Wands. Okay? So, I'm looking at this as perhaps this is one of these DM fathers who has seen the deception firsthand, that's actually a good person, that knows that what's going on is ridiculous and is going to put an end to it to help this magician come together with this magician to eliminate what's going on here, because this is wrong. I almost feel like this is some type of sick torture at one point. That's the way I look at it. It got to the point where it was bad spiritually. Like, but the spiritual consequences for this are going to be tough. You know what you did. So there's this King of Wands in the upright here. So there's this magician. So we got the King of Wands energy helping out the DF. This is good. Leading to this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. These karmic energies are now, because now you had the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now the next was down there with this misdirected activity. They have no passion. They're uninspired. There's no motivation. So that's why they're not going to be able to make the videos correctly now. They're not going to be able to come on here. It's like, how are you going to do it? If I know what it is, if I already caught you and I know what it is, and I can make the video, I could do exactly what you do, but I could do it in a way where I show my face. I tell you who I am. I don't hide. I don't ask for likes and subscribes, and I don't care about none of that shit. I ain't making money off nobody. Like, it ain't about that for me. And that's how I show what you are, because DMs are always about the money. DFs are about the love. We don't give a fuck about money. We don't know how to make the money. I wouldn't even know how to make money on this shit. Oh, I'm fucking happy just to see myself on there. That's what you understand. DFs, if you're a real DF, love is your specialty, okay? Everything else is secondary. Your empathy, your nature, because once you get on that, stuck on that one thing, like us, we got into crystals, so we wanted to know everything we could learn about it, because once we focus on one thing, like tarot, we want to know everything about it. So spirituality, we like to know everything about, you know what I mean? So then we don't focus on nothing else. So it becomes difficult for us to, handle our situations with the ADHD and all types of nonsense. But now we have this King of Wands, this person here, this King of Wands energy is here for us. So at least we have help now, finally, to handle this. We know, we know what you're doing. We know the DF knows that the DM is been put up to this. So there's going to be this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There's going to be this no motivation now. It's like, well, now what? How are we going to trick them down? I mean, they already knew, they were talking about this happening. So it's like kind of like thinking it was a joke that it was never going to happen. Like just doing stuff like that because it gave us that thought like, oh yeah, we're the hero. Like it was like a real manipulation, reverse psychology tactic where they're telling us stuff, but bad that was happening that would make this person like get all the energy. But in the meantime, they still were manifesting us as the best version of ourselves inadvertently. They didn't realize that what they were doing was causing us, because they knew that nobody would watch the videos if that wasn't the case. We wouldn't watch it if we weren't the hero of the video. It's a genius idea until the person finds out. Then it becomes, now what? Now what do you do with this magician? And has a King of Wands with him. Now what? Now what? Let's see. Now what? Wow. Even better now. Now we have the Emperor on our side. Okay? Emperor energy in the upright with the King of Wands. Normally, it was coming up in the reverse. So perhaps maybe these are the people that have been doing it. Me catching it has opened something inside of them where they're like, you know what? We're going to do something. We're going to put an end to it. Because it's not just them that are doing it. Okay? There's a lot of people that are doing this to their DM. A lot of these people are doing it. A lot of them are female. So a lot of them are witches. A lot of them are just abusing their power, their spiritual gifts. Maybe these ones are seeing the truth of it now, and they're trying to help. So hopefully this could be our counterpart. But whatever, we have Emperor and King of Wands helping us. So that's two excellent energies that see our value, this magician's value. While, I believe that the DM side are sitting over there with no motivation, karmic feminine, the Queen of Pentacles in reverses, not knowing what to do because now they're stuck. There's nothing they could do. They're beat. They're attacking me bad today. I could feel it. Like, it just get me on my neck and shit. Like, I have to push it out. It's really... I wish you knew how hard they fucking attack me. And it's going to only continue, but I could take it, though. I could take it. That's what they don't call me, the Demon Slayer. Nobody really calls me that, but you can if you like. So now, even better, the Hierophant. Now we have the Hierophant, the Emperor, the King of Wands, all supporting this magician before them, figuring out what is really going on with these divine masculines and these feminines, these karmic feminines that were controlling them to do this. They were in promises of fame and money and all types of more power, just all types of promises just to get rid of that energy. I mean, and they knew it was the devil. That's what it was. The devil he's very tricky. So, all right, I know what you did. Fine, I get it. So maybe it becomes us to us. We forgive our divine masculines for this. Hopefully that heals them, and that just maybe they see the error away because it's like, wow, we got caught, bro. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing to get caught doing some shit like this. Like, this is embarrassing. It is, and then there's gonna be a lot more people that see it too. It ain't gonna be like I'm not saying it's gonna be national news, but it's gonna, people are gonna. It changes the shift, makes the shift happen to where that divine feminine energy is rising now. Now you can't do nothing to it. It got away. You can't hold it down no more. You can't. You can't hold it down with karmic feminists. You can't hold it down with karmic masculines. Because we got the Emperor here, King of Wands, and the Hierophant, all supporting this DF magician. Because we create. Remember that. We are the magician. So let's see, I should just whatever, but I want to see what's going to come out of this. Like, what's going to happen to these people now that they're caught. Like, we know they can't make videos. Are they just going to quit? They're just going to quit, probably. I mean, what else can they do? Or they'll try to attack us back. Like, oh, we're fake. Well, they'll say we're karmic readers or something, hoping that other people they'll just come off so, like, ridiculous. That's what it's going to, they'll be, like, screaming and, not even screaming, but just, like, so, like, insecure of the situation because they have never been in that situation, this divine masculine. They're usually been in control because they had the spiritual gifts that before us. They were able to do things before us. So this was just a big trick that these witches somehow got to these ones and, got to them with the magic. And, that's why a lot of these are warlocks. A lot of these divine masculines are witches or whatever. I'm not saying that's what they really are, but like that's what got a hold of them. That is what reeled them in because it felt like they were powerful. It felt like they were part of a secret society. It felt like this DM was like, we arrived, but all they were doing was selling themselves to an early grave while sacrificing us at the same time, thinking that these karmic energies are helping them. While it's just really the devil, doing that same thing that he did to Eve. The same exact thing. Understand? But now, here's why it's not going to work now. Okay? Because when Adam, he didn't come back and say, oh, don't do it. He let it roll. Okay? Like, he was like, whatever, do whatever. And he, went with her and did it. But what happened is that Divine Feminine didn't do this. Divine Feminine did not come back to, they were not involved. So now what they're doing is, instead of, they're showing Eve, it's like catching them in the middle. It's like catching the devil in the middle of talking to Eve about the apple situation. And he's about to get her to do it. And then Divine Feminine, which is Adam, comes into this situation and catches it and be like, whoa, what are you doing? Blah, blah. And then it's like, and then now we get to like tell them like, whoa, I'm going to show you why that was a bad idea. Now, now we have to teach the divine masculine that pertinent information. So that's why what's going to happen is that this magician is going to create a lot of emperors and a lot of King of Wands, and this is going to earn them a Hierophant. This is going to earn them recognition for all this because it's quite it's all a work of God though. So that's all it comes down to. So it's good. So I just like to see what comes out of this though. The Moon in reverse. Shattered illusions, baby. The release of fear, repressing moves, misinterpretation, darkness, insecurities. So nothing good is coming out of this. They're getting, these illusions have been shattered now about divine feminine. Okay, because we have this emperor, we have this king of wands, and we have this hierophant. Okay, all these support now is coming towards us because we can create it. We manifest. You don't know, you can't block it no more because you have no control over us. The only reason you were able to block it before is because you had control over us. Okay, so those illusions now are over. Your karmic energy. So the DMs, either they get in the upright and let us explain to them their error of their ways, and hopefully they understand, they heal, and these karmic energies go back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, because now their illusions are shattered. That's what's going to come of this. I mean, what else are they going to say? I'll do one more card, but that's what else. The illusions are shattered right now. That is the end result. Anything else is just going to be directing what that, illusions, what's going to happen from it. And of course, you will see this Queen of Wands in reverse energy. This is the witch. This is the person who manipulated your divine masculine. This is the person who, sold them on stealing our energy, making these videos. This is the person who put them up to it. And this person is the one being seen now for what they did. Because now the divine masculine has to look at this person like, whoa, you told me this was going to happen. You didn't tell me that I was going to be looking like this now. Look, I'm looking like a fool while they're looking all good. Like, what's going on right now? I'm not healthy. You got me all fucked up here. And then this person's like, no, you got to. And it just becomes to the point where this person just is the devil, and this person just melts and they go back to hell. That's what's going to happen. That devil energy is going to go back to hell, to never be seen or heard from again. This witch, this whatever this was, whatever this energy, whatever Blaine Halverson did here, it's over. Momoa is going to do the same thing. Momoa is probably the emperor. He's going to come help me. Momoa is going to see what this would happen. He's going to know you promised him. So anybody else that you did that to is also going to, come against you. So we also have that King of Wands and the Hierophant, and you're a Queen of Wands in reverse. So, I mean, it's telling us who it is, who's behind this, making the divine masculines make these videos. You'll always catch them because they're always overly nice in these videos. They're overly nice. They're just like, you look at, oh, they're so sweet. The ones who are like doing the talking, that is where they get us. They are not like divine feminists are not like that. We are sweet, but it's a very acquired taste, but it's very exotic, let's say. It's not like, ooh, yeah. Like, we don't talk like that. I hear some of them that do that. I'm like, come on now, you just, I know what you are now. So, death in reverse. This person is Queen of Wands. This is what they're going to do. They're resistant to change right now. They did not see this coming, this witch. This witch did not see this death. Now, I'm going to do a longer reader, fuck it. So, this witch did not see that this was coming. So now they're just going to get to the point where they're holding on. They're resisting the change. They don't want it to end. They'll probably now start pressuring the DM to make videos like addressing what's going on to the DF, like say that they're like, they'll be telling their viewers that like I'm karmic, or whoever else is doing this is karmic, or that the DF is that's not the real person, but all they're going to do is send people over to us, and then people will see for themselves. They're going to say, wow, he's not like that. That's all I ever had to do. Let them talk bad about me and then point the finger at me and then say I'm something I'm not, and then everybody comes and watches me. I just needed the spotlight on me. And it's coming, because this person is going to refuse to hold on. He's going to hold on. This is Halverson character. I'm telling you. He's going to hold on. He's going to try everything. He's going to do like he's got contracts. He's got whatever it is. Oh, you signed a contract with me. If you do this, I'm going to sue you. Blah, blah. He's going to do all that shit. So that's what this Queen of Wands is going to do. That's how they're going to hold on. But remember, we have the Emperor, King of Wands in the upright, and the Hierophant, all supporting this magician. And this magician is manifesting rapidly because they have nothing to worry about. They've gotten to an energy where they don't even have anything to worry about. They don't care no more. Whatever, we know what we can do. We know what we're capable of. We know we could create you and we could destroy you. We don't want to destroy nobody. We're not here to destroy people. We're just here to live the life that we're supposed to live without being encumbered with this nonsense. You know what I mean? We don't deserve this. God knows that, and that's why he's getting rid of this. It's enough's enough now. And it's enough's enough. That Adam and Eve situation, that's went on long enough now. It's over now. It's going to go to the way it's supposed to go now. The way it was supposed to be before this bullshit. And somebody had to come and figure it out for it to happen. And that somebody was me. Okay? Me. I'm the one who figured this shit out. I'm the one who's going to show you what witches, all this bullshit, all this magic. You know, I'm going to pull it out of people. Because whatever, somebody had to do it. And it's me. I'm the one who's getting these downloads. They're going to try to say, oh, yeah, he's crazy, this and that. You don't listen to him. He's a fucking nut, blah, blah, blah. But everything I say makes sense. Perfect sense. Plus the tarot says exactly what I say. Plus, it's going to happen anyway because I'm going to manifest it. Plus, I'm a divine feminine energy, and divine feminine energies create again, okay? They are creators. That's why their energy has been stolen and kept down all these years, because they knew that was the key to getting to the new earth. So these energies know they can't come there because this is all the energies that apple let out now have to go back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. And we cannot allow that ever to happen. If God gives us an order, not an order, he's not ordering us, because God gives us a suggestion, we best follow it and not listen to somebody else. Okay? DM, you got to learn this. You don't listen to others. There's no reason. These people don't care about you. This karmic, they're all going down. They want you to go down with them. But I think you're too smart, because I have this Emperor in the upright, and I got this King of Wands in the upright, and perhaps these people already know. Perhaps they're working with authorities, because I did wonder why this was not ever addressed. Nobody was ever looking to this, and these people were clearly making these videos. So it was like, you know, you get to that point where it's like, well, there's something's wrong here. You know what I mean? They're still making, but I'm still paying attention to it. So it's like we got warped into it, and it just was an easy way to siphon that energy and, you know, give it, and that made the DM feel more powerful than us. That's what it came down to. They did not feel as powerful as us. The DMs did not feel as powerful as the DF. They felt inferior to us. So their solution was to steal our energy with the help of karmic energy, thinking it's like Cain and Abel now. It's like you're going to like kill, you know, your brother. It's like your person, like you're going to kill them, take them out so you could get, because you feel like the other one's getting a little bit more, but instead of like being a loving person. That's another thing that needs to be addressed, which we're going to teach you. So about jealousy and, you know, stuff like that. So there's all these different stories in the Old Testament that are reworking themselves that are going to happen. And it's all because of the divine feminine catching the devil in the act of what he was trying to do. And that was destroy this new earth situation, because they figured getting rid of one, it can't be done now. So with the divine, like they figured that we would never survive this, that even if we did, we would be so undesirable. We'd be bums on the street. We'd be ugly, you know, just not even looking good, all like crazy and out of our minds, like because of all the spell work they did to us, and we would never figure it out. And then this, you know, divine masculine would then indulge themselves to death, because they would still miss his person, because they have this, there's still like their soul connection. So it's like, now they're like, oh man, and then they see what they did, and then they're like, then it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did all this for what? Like you told me to do this. Like, why did you tell me to do this? And then this person does not know how to answer. This Queen of Wands in reverse, this one that's holding on, this person doesn't have no answers. Blaine Harrison has no answers for why he did this, other than he's a fucking piece of shit that, you know, somehow or another knew how to do this shit and took advantage of it and manipulated people, a lot of people, including Jason Momoa. So Jason Momoa was his big score. That is his his crown jewel. But once he wakes up, which he will, because there's an emperor here and a king of wands, which could be Momoa and my DM turning on you right into it and say, you know what, we know what you did. And they heal right then and there and say, we know what you did. And they put an end to you right away with the help of this Hierophant energy. So good luck, pal, because look where that's going for you. Don't look good. We caught you. You're caught. We're caught. We caught you through YouTube. Okay, we caught that because now we know you cannot siphon our energy through that anymore. We do not give you consent to siphon our energy or read our energy or do whatever you do with it. Okay? No, you're not creating with our energy. We create. We're the creators. We create the energy, not you, Queen of Wands in reverse. You're not going to get that energy. Okay? So you're going to just be a witch and hell to never be seen or heard from again, because the two people that, you know, your crown jewel right here, Momoa, once he turns on you, you're finished. And then with the help of the King of Wands being our DM, that'll end you right then and there with them setting you up because you feel like you could control them too. Then it's going to be everybody's going to do. It's going to be like a domino effect. Anybody you've done this to is going to turn on you. And then it's going to be to the point where you're never going to, you know, it's just never going to work for you ever again. Like you'll be stuck. You're going back to hell to never be seen from heard from again. That's all it comes down to. So there's no reason more to elaborate. It tells me everything I need to know. I'll do a recap real fast. So you have a DM that is a moody, disappointed, overactive, jealous person that is living shattered dreams, broken family because they listen to this Queen of Wands in reverse, like the devil. This is the devil, okay? This person got in the DM's ear like they were the same way they did to Eve, was saying, oh, the divine feminine, why they don't deserve to have all that. You know what I mean? Like, look, they're the ones who create. All you have to do is, you know, it's like, why are you not getting better? I have an idea. Why don't we take their energy? And it's this classic tricks. And I'll give you their energy. And I'll take, you know what I mean? Like, it was almost like, because the divine masculine wanted that divine feminine energy so bad that they were willing to kill for it. They were willing to take us out for it. I'm not saying kill like they're going to come shoot us or anything. They were willing to spiritually assassinate and destroy us for our energy because of the devil, the Queen of Wands, in reverse, getting in their ear, this Halverson character, devil in disguise, getting in their ear, telling them how we don't deserve it. They are the ones who deserve that energy. Why don't we fucking, you know, we'll work together and then what they do is they see results right at the beginning because we don't know. We don't even know what's going on. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are these people attacking me now? Now you're like, what did I do? Why am I in jail? How is this all happening? And then that's when you get to the point where you're like, okay, now I understand this stuff's being projected on me. It's not like none of this was ever me. This was always other people that were doing this to us. So then you get that point. Then I get the protection. Then it was, you know, I just keep getting more downloads. I learned how to do this. I just came real, you know, got my energy back. And now this is where it came from. Now this, from us taking energy back, brought us all the way back now. And this is why this DM is in this 10 of Cups reverse, this Knight of Cups reverse, this 7 of Pentacles reverse, with this Queen of Wands reverse, this person who tricked them. So that's why they have to lose everything. It don't make a difference though, because this person, once everything goes down. There's no way out for this person. It's like the walls are closing in on you, Queen of Wands in reverse. So, and what they're also doing is because the illusions that they presented to these DMs have been shattered. They're shattered now. They're seen as lies. This person lied. They have no answers. If they did, then they would be able to explain themselves. Okay, that's why a lot of these readers, not their DMs, whatever, but they're going to disappear because now they're like, oh, now they know. Once we know, it's like, well, now what? Because they won't be able to do it. They'll be too worried about if we know. What do we know? That they'll take themselves out because of these illusions. So this person, this witch, they're going to want to hold on with this death in reverse. They're going to, they're fearing change. They know that it's over for them. They know they're caught. So it's like, knowing you're caught, they're trying to project that onto us, that energy, that anxiety energy. but we're sending it back to them. So it doesn't make a difference. They're the ones who are going to have that feeling of, oh my God, like the walls are closing in on them. There's nowhere to go because what they did was so heinous, but they thought they would never get caught. It's just like anything. And at that point, we have not only us as the magician, we have the Emperor in the upright supporting us, King of Wands in the upright supporting us, with the Hierophant, institutional support, okay? Institutional support plus an Emperor in the upright and a King of Wands in the upright supporting the DF energy because of what this Queen of Wands in reverse energy had planned for them. And for the DM too. And now it's seen as the devil. The devil is there. We caught him. I caught you. It's like I caught you, now you got to go back, pal. Because you were the snake, and it was like you were slithering around, but now I caught you, and I chopped your head off, and now you're going back to hell. And there's nobody has to worry about that devil energy no more. And you never thought that would ever happen, did you? Nobody did. Nobody, but I did. God did. And that's why I'm the one who beat the devil. I beat the devil and sent him back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. And that's a fact. You could think I'm crazy. You could think I'm whatever. But the fact of the matter is once you see it happen, you're going to say, oh, man, I watched that guy. Yo, he was hard. Oh, he really did it. Wow, man, cool. I'm happy, dude. But people are going to just get into their own energy, and they're going to be able to see through this too. Because they have their own devil they're dealing with. You understand? This is not just one devil. Everybody has these energies that they deal with. All divine feminines have to deal with the same Queen of Wands in reverse energy, this witch that's trying to steal our energy. They know that we are divine already. They already know before we're born, okay? And they target us. We become targets until we figure it out. And then God awakens us, and this was the prophecy, and then we were going to destroy everything, and, new earth is going to happen. This was what they had, this prophet. This was what was predicted. But they needed somebody to get this devil, this snake that's slithering around the world super fast, could go from anybody they want. They want to go, they could go anywhere they want. So how would one person catch this thing? They could go just doom, but I caught it. The 1 in a trillion chance, me caught the devil trying to, fucking end divine relationships and, let this, whatever lessons not be learned. Let the same cycle continue by you guys confusing the DM, which is like Eve with the apple, and then eating the apple, and then God getting upset after he said, don't do this. So that you were just continuing to do that afterwards. All you did was open yourself into it. We lost the protection from God after that. So you were able to go from person to person to person. That's why it's been like hell for as long as it's been. This is pretty much is hell. Everything, nothing's, we're not what the people we're supposed to be with. Adam and Eve, they're supposed to be with the same, you're supposed to be your divine counterpart. So that is why the DM is going to wake up now and they're going to say, wow, yeah, and we're going to explain it all, continue to make these videos. People are going to see them. They're going to tell them we're crazy. People are going to see we're not crazy, and then they're going to realize, wow, it was all one big fucking illusion. This whole fucking thing. This whole fucking life was all an illusion. And it was up to us, divine feminines, to put an end to it. And we did. And we beat you, devil, so what you gonna do, brother? When the largest arms, Hulk Hogan always wins. When the largest arms in the world run wild on you. Phew.